did you think when that beef started, bro? Did you think we would end up here?
Never.
In a lawsuit?
Never. I've never seen a rap beef lead to all of this. Like, man, he can't even, we don't even know if he can perform the song now. Like, yeah, I've never seen this happen before.
No, there's been nothing like it. And if you think about it, honestly, it really started in like 2023. That's the way I look at it, especially from the radio aspect of it. 2023. Because if you look back at 2023, Drake was the king, dude.
Yeah.
He was the king of the world. Coming up, he had Her Loss, him and 21 Savage, right? Big monster records. Rich Flex was crazy. Everybody was making, remember all the Rich Flex memes?
Yeah.
The 21, can you do something for me memes?
God. Those were insane.
See, that's why Drake was never going to win this battle, because everyone makes fun of him no matter what.
They do.
Since the beginning of his career, people have always poked fun at Drake.
Yeah.
They make fun of him, but they always listen to his music, obviously, because he got the numbers. You know what I mean? But he was never going to win in the public opinion. People didn't want him to win anyways. I mean, he lost legitimately, but still. They didn't want him to win. Even if he would have won, people would still said he lost.
He lost.
You know what I'm saying? But Her Loss, huge. Drake's king of the world. He goes on that tour, sold out every date. Him and 21 Savage on tour. They went crazy. And then, that was kind of the start of it. Because if you think about it, remember, there was a rumor about Future being upset.
He felt the way
that he did a collab album with 21 Savage. That was a rumor out there.
That was the rumor, yeah.
That was a rumor out there that was going on. So think about where that led to. That's the start, right? We're like, oh, I don't know if Future's really upset about that.
Yeah.
So boom. Then he goes on to the second leg of his tour with J. Cole. Hugging on stage, Remember Kendrick Lamar mentioned that, I think in Euphoria. Hugging on stage, him and J. Cole, they're all buddy-buddy. Then Drake announces, I'm doing For All the Dogs. Drops For All the Dogs, which has first-person shooter. And J. Cole name drops Kendrick.
And we know that song.
And you name drops Kendrick, big as the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And we know Kendrick was just sitting there fuming, hating every part of it.
First listen, oh yeah?
See? So this is what I'm saying. It all started in 2023.
Man.
Think about it. All that stuff was just brewing.
And Future is probably ranting to like Metro or somebody about.
And then obviously, him, Metro and Drake, they got the real beef going on that people, talk about.
You know what? Now I see why you don't like Drake. Can you believe he put out an album with 21 Savage? We should team up and do an album. You know what?
See?
And then Kendrick got in the mix. And
then Kendrick got in the mix. And he jumped on. Then here we go. We hear about 2024 happens. Drake's still on top. First person shooter with #1. Slime You Out with SZA with #1.
Yep.
He did tied to Michael Jackson, broke that Michael Jackson chart record. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And
Drake was on fire.
He was on fire. King of the world at the beginning of 2024.
They teamed up with fire extinguishers.
And then of course we find out that Metro and Future are dropping an album. We Still Don't Trust You. The promo. We're like, oh. This is awesome. This is great. Yeah. And then everyone gets to like that. And we're like, oh, Kendrick's on it. And then he said what he said. F the big three. Yeah. And that was it.
My mouth was like, wait. Am I thinking what I'm thinking? And then of course the internet's like, oh my God. And I'm like, I knew it was
Crazy, dude.
It was insane.
So that's where it started. It started with that. And then now here we are with the lawsuit.
We are.
A lot. I mean, the whole thing was crazy, though. So, like, as far as, like, the radio's involvement, because Drake did mention radio in the lawsuit. He mentioned iHeart specifically. We're in radio. We don't work for iHeart. Whew. So, and he said at least one person got paid to boost Not Like Us. You know what I'm saying? That's what he says in the lawsuit. At least one radio person or one radio station. I mean, there's, like, a zillion radio stations out here, so... That one radio station didn't make that big of a difference, but it's still illegal what they did. If they did do it, if you could prove it, massively. When that album dropped, "We Don't Trust You," like I instantly put in "Like That." Yeah. The next day,
"Like That" was huge.
So,
that was what everybody was talking about.
So like at radio, Epic Records. That album came out on Epic Records. Normally, if they want us to add a song or play a song, they'll say "Impacting Now" or "Going for Ads Now." They didn't decide to add it until I think. Hold on. What day was this? This was the 11th? Monday.
He came with the receipts.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. They didn't send an email out to that Monday. So, obviously it just took off. So
yeah.
They're like, yo, play Like That.
They're like, okay, we're going to impact that one.
I was like, I'm already playing it.
Already on it.
I'm playing it regardless. You know what I mean? So Like That came out, and then that's when everyone was waiting. we're waiting for the response, you know?
Yeah.
When they're going to respond, when they're going to respond. And then J. Cole was the first to respond. You know, he he responded with 7-minute drill on might delete later, and he really did delete it.
Really did delete it.
And apologized.
Oh, God.
That was just crazy, dude. That was crazy.
This whole beef was just, everything was just new.
I mean,
never seen nobody put out a diss and then delete it and then apologize. And I never seen nobody come get beat in the rap beef and then come out
file
a lawsuit. Like, Tupac would never.
It was just so wild, bro. Like, I can't believe it. I still can't believe the J. Cole. Do you feel different about J. Cole though? I know I do. A little bit. I can't help it. I can't help it. And it's not like it's not like he can't rap. It's just like he almost took himself out of like being the proclaiming, trying to take the crown, right?
Yeah.
You know?
I feel like when he did that.
But I love J. Cole too.
Yeah, when he did that, it's like I understood him.
That makes sense.
But it made sense.
But from the hip hop aspect of it.
But at the same time, I was like, but you could at least kept the diss track going. Like,
yeah.
You put it out there. That's how you felt. Stand on how you felt.
Right.
I get you want to protect your peace, but it should have been like, this how I feel, and I ain't got nothing to say after that.
But even listen to 7-minute drill, his heart wasn't that into it.
It really wasn't. You could tell.
You could
he was
hear.
just like, I really don't want to have to do this, but I'm going to do it because I feel like I have to, but I didn't want to have to do this.
In the long run, he was probably right because he didn't get called a you know what.
No, that part. He didn't have to get to push to the point where he had to file a lawsuit.
Right.
He's still riding his bike somewhere.
He's just minding his business.
Minding his business, living his best life.
Minding his business.
Peaceful.
As long as he's peaceful, you know what? Maybe he did make the right decision.
Okay. Now, it makes a lot of sense now.
Right. And then Drake responded with push-ups. The whole thing about this, you know, with that lawsuit too, you know, him saying radio and they pushed it to radio and they bought bots allegedly in that lawsuit, Drake's lawsuit. I will say, like, the strange thing is, like, Not Like Us and Euphoria are the only songs that were actually pushed to radio to actually get spun on radio.
Yeah.
So, but it wasn't like that big of a push. They just sent out an email, and they actually sent both of them out when they both dropped. They sent Euphoria and Not Like Us together because it all happened in that week. Mm-hmm. Remember, Kendrick dropped all those songs in that week. So he dropped Euphoria, then 616 in LA, then Meet the Grams, and then Not Like Us, all in that 1 week.
Yeah.
So, but they only went with Euphoria and Not Like Us. They were like, hey, Impact Now. That means they want radio stations to play it.
Because I didn't get an email for it.
Yeah.
Drake, now that I think about it.
But Drake's push-ups.
I don't think.
Push-ups came out. Let's see. I had to look at my email. Push-ups came out on, when did I first get that thing, dude? I got push-ups on April 13th. So but this says push-ups was from OBO Sound. And then Taylor Made too, you know, the AI with Tupac and Snoop Dogg. That's also from OBO Sound. Didn't get an official email of that track. Family Matters, same thing. I first got it from OBO Sound. Here's the thing though. So like when Push-Ups came out, he released it all weird though. Like people were wondering if it was AI, even if it was real.
That was me. I was like, is this real? I thought I was like,
And then he finally came out and said it was real. So once I got a clean version of it from just a different email blast, we started playing it.
Yeah,
remember?
we played it.
Had to play it. It was a response to like that.
Yeah, of course.
Had to play
we were messy.
it. We're telling the story of this battle. It was the biggest battle ever.
We were like, Kendrick said, then Drake said. And
right. We had to tell the story. So I
to.
put push-ups in rotation automatically.
Yeah.
And I was playing it. We were playing it before it was even hit streaming. Remember? It didn't hit streaming until way later, dude. I'm trying to see. Let me see. I lost it. When did it actually go on streaming, dude? Let's see. No, that's Taylor Made. Shoot, dude. It didn't go on stream until way later. I don't know where it's at. I lost it. It didn't go on stream until way later. We were spinning it on the radio before it hit streaming. Then it hit streaming, and that's when you put the cover on it with the shoe size. That's funny, dude. I'm sorry. That is freaking funny.
He did get him good with that one.
That was funny. He was trolling. Drake did some great trolling.
Now, one thing Drake can do is troll.
Yes.
I've definitely learned that. He is the king of petty.
He did some great trolling.
Yeah.
So Push-Ups dropped. We were playing it on the radio. You know what I'm saying? And then we were waiting for Kendrick Lamar to respond. Mm-hmm. But like I said, Push-Ups wasn't pushed to us as like a radio single. And again, I don't know what's up with Drake's contract. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know what his contract is and what his deal is as far as the label promoting songs to the radio. Don't know. Who knows what it is? I ain't never seen his contract. So,
Right.
you know, and he released it all weird too, like on his own.
Yeah, it was super
And there's
weird.
something going on with him. Obviously, there's something going on with him and his label. So, and then Euphoria dropped. And then we had to play Euphoria. So we played Euphoria when that dropped because it was crazy. That's
Yeah.
one of my favorite records.
That beat was insane.
I mean, it's great. I mean, his flow is that's just premiere.
Yeah.
I mean, that was just elite lyricism from Kendrick Lamar there. You know what I'm saying? So we played Euphoria for a while. And then later on, by that Sunday, Not Like Us came out.
Man.
So it's like we had to choose. What are we going to play on the radio? Are we going to play Euphoria or are we going to play Not Like Us? We're going to play Not Like Us.
Not Like Us. That
Come
beat.
on.
When I heard the beat, I was like, I don't even care what he's saying. I like this.
It was mustard on the beat.
Yeah.
You know? And first of all, like, number one, Euphoria, way too long. I even said it. I was
You
like, we
did.
can't play. It's like 6 minutes long.
Yeah, you did say.
We don't play 6 minute songs on the radio, people. Okay? Like,
It's just
we don't play
too
6
long.
minute songs. Too long. You know, we're not gonna play it. It's the same thing. Like, it's why we're not gonna play Family Matters. Like, love
Yeah,
Family
'cause
Matters from Drake.
I did like
That's
I
like
was so proud
7
of
minutes.
him,
We're not
yeah.
playing a 7 minute
when
song.
he dropped that, I was like, "That's right, Drake. You go, Drake. You fight back."
Right. But there's the thing,
No.
right? So, like, if he's upset with radio, like, dude, Drake, you should know better. We're not going to play a 7 minute
Yeah,
song.
no,
We're
I
not going to play
couldn't.
7 minute Family Matters on the radio.
No.
And songs these days are like 2.5 minutes.
yeah.
That's like 4 songs
Maybe
in
like
one
back
song.
in the day, maybe they would have.
Back in the day, maybe.
Maybe. No.
Right. Now, we're not going to play it. So that's why Not Like Us was the biggest radio record out of this. It was
Yeah.
just built for radio. You got mustard on the beat, and it's fit. It's not
just
not
worked.
long. You know, it's better than all the other records. It's
Yeah.
for radio purposes, right? You know, I love Euphoria. That's like legit hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Catchy
Mm-hmm.
and like Kendrick was just snapping on that. And I love Family Matters. Drake was rapping his butt off on Family Matters, but too long. I can't play that on the radio.
Sorry,
dude.
Drake.
I'm trying to play more songs per hour, not less.
Right.
That song eats up 4 songs.
It's like people like tune out and like turn and they come back. This song's
song's
still on. Like, dang.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So, and first of all, and like, no way, radio is not going to turn their back on Drake. Anybody in
No.
our business that was rooting for Drake's downfall or, you know, hope his career is over, like, you're crazy because
It's not over.
that's bad for business.
Yeah. But-
Drake has literally carried
come on,
radio for 15 years. Every year we have some. And I'll tell you this: anytime he dropped an album that year, our ratings go up because people want to hear him.
They do.
And then he goes on tour, right? And then people want to call in and win tickets to his tour.
Yeah.
So Drake has helped radio throughout his whole career by dropping them hits,
Hey.
dude. So, you know, I
And you
hope he
won't be
comes back.
mentioning us in no law, so we love you, Drake.
Exactly.
But we
Exact-
also like Not Like Us.
We also like Not Like Us. I'm just telling the story. As
Just
a radio station,
how it happened
we
for
gotta
us.
tell we gotta tell the story of what's happening in music.
That's exactly how it went down.
We're just
for
I
us.
always say this, we're a mirror, right? So we're just a
Yeah.
reflection. Here's what's happening in music. Drake may not like it, but it was happening.
But that's what happened. Sorry. We just here so we don't get fined.
Yeah, dude, we're just so we won't get fined. Exactly, dude. Exactly. So now do you think this rap battle, I don't know. Do you think anybody will like think it's worth it to battle ever again? I mean, why would they?
I feel like some people are trying, but no
Some
one's
people
really,
are trying, but
they're
no, I'm not
paying
talking about them. I'm talking
We're not
about
paying attention to that.
superstars, okay?
Yeah, no.
I'm focused on the big names. Yes, there will always be little battles
Yeah,
here and
you
there,
know, we
but
sh-
nothing at the height. I mean, not
At this height?
I mean, Jay-Z and Nas, Drake and Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
When you get to this
At
height,
this
is it
height,
worth it? Right.
I don't know.
Exactly.
And it did take a minute for us to get a battle like at this height.
Oh, yeah, forever. There wasn't one like
Man.
this in a long time.
It
I mean,
has
Drake
not been
versus
one.
Meek Mill back in the day. Obviously,
Yeah,
Drake
but-
versus Pusha T, but they weren't on the level that Drake
It-
is
it
on.
didn't get
As far as
this.
the popularity.
Yeah.
You know, obviously Pusha T, you know, took him out pretty good with that song, dude. But I'm talking about the level of fame and the level of
Yeah.
hype and the record
This
and the
one was
numbers
big.
behind them, you know? So I don't know.
I don't
If anybody
know.
that famous will think it's worth it to get in a rap battle again. I don't think so.
No.
Especially and now with the lawsuit. Well, if,
Yeah,
what if
everyone's
Drake
filing
wins?
lawsuits now.
Here's the thing. What if Drake wins? The lawsuit. Then what?
Yep. Ain't no more rap battles. Everybody gonna be like, ooh, I don't know.
I'm not saying that
Because the
about
next
you.
person to lose a rap battle gonna take the Drake route.
Right.
No way.
Or check about this. Or the labels will be like, no, hell no, we're not releasing that song.
They're gonna be like, we don't want no person.
We ain't trying
Drake done ate us up.
Right.